Hello, kids! Welcome to our English class. This is Teacher Jireh, an English teacher from the Honors Tutorial Center. And for today, we are going to learn about the order of adverbs. Are you ready? Alright, let us begin. But first, let us define again what is the meaning of adverb. Can you still remember the meaning of adverb? What is it? Alright, very good. So when we say adverb, so this is another parts of speech that is used to describe the verb, the adjective, or another adverb used in the sentence. Take note that it is uncommon to use all the types of adverbs to modify the same noun. But if the sentence uses two or more adverbs, it is good to follow this order to sound natural. So for today, I'm going to discuss to you what is the correct order to follow when you are writing sentences with more than two adverbs. So let's start with the first adverb. We have the adverb of manner. So when we say adverbs of manner, it tells us how an action is done or happens. So in short, this adverb answers the question how. So what are the examples? Well, quickly, softly, loudly, beautifully, dangerously, secretly, and so on. So now, can you give me another example of an adverb of manner? Good job. So after the adverbs of manner, we have the adverb of place. So when we say adverbs of place, it shows us the location of the action or the state. So in short, this adverb answer the question where. So what are the examples? Home, here, there, outside, inside, away, around, and anywhere. Do you understand? Alright, so now can you give me another example of adverb of place? Wow, very good. So after the adverbs of place, next is the adverbs of frequency. So it means that it shows us the rate of the action or the state. So in short, it answers the question how often. Like for example, we have here always, never, sometimes, often, rarely, usually, occasionally, and so on. So now, can you give me another example of adverb of frequency? Wow, very good. So after the adverbs of frequency is the adverb of time, okay? So it shows us the time of the action or the state. So in short, it answered the question where. So what are the examples? Now, sooner, later, yesterday, and tomorrow. Can you give me another example of adverbs of time? Very good. And last one is the adverbs of clause or the adverb clause of purpose or reason. So it is the clause that tells us the reason the action is happening. So take note that an adverb clause cannot be by itself as a sentence. So in short, it cannot stand alone and we cannot call it as a complete sentence. Like for example, in the sentence, I clean the litter box every day to keep the house from smelling. So here in the sentence, so the adverb of purpose or the adverb of reason is to keep the house from smelling. So in short, it answered the question what purpose or what reason. Do you understand? Okay, can you give me another example of an adverb clause of purpose or reason? Wow, good job! And that is the correct order of adverbs when you are writing sentences. So in order for you to understand it more, so I have here an acronym. So this is MPFTP. So M stands for the manner, P for the place, F for the frequency, T for the time, and P for the purpose. Again, take note, MPF TP. So this is the correct order of adverbs. So let us use this in the sentence. So let me read it first. She runs quickly outside every morning before school to lose weight. So this is an example of a sentence containing all the types of adverbs. So as you can see, it starts first with the noun and then followed by the verb. So you're going to put the adverbs after the verb. So we have here all of the 5 types of the verb. Quickly is the adverb of manner. Outside is the adverb of place. Every morning is the adverb of frequency. Before school is the adverb of time. And to lose weight is the adverb of purpose or reason. Do you understand? Okay, do you now know on how to use those adverbs when you are constructing a sentence? Alright then, can you give me an example of a sentence containing and following the order of adverbs? Wow, good job! So now let's take a look of this table in order for you to understand it more. So we have here the verb and then the adverbs of manner, place, frequency, time, and purpose. Like for example, Beth swims enthusiastically in the pool every evening before dusk to keep in shape. Second example, Dad walks impatiently into town every morning before work to get a newspaper. And last one, Joe naps in his room every afternoon after lunch. So you don't need to complete all of the types of adverbs, but make sure that you will follow its correct order. Do you get it? Wow, very good. So now, since you already understand our topic, so let's try this activity. So I'm going to show you sentences and then you're going to identify the sentence with correct order of adverbs. Do you understand? Are you ready? Alright, let's start. So number 1. So which among these sentences is in correct order of adverb? Is it A, Miko drives down the street furiously? B, Miko down the street drives furiously? And C, Miko drives furiously down the street? What do you think is the correct answer? Alright, the correct answer in this question is letter C. Miko drives furiously down the street. Why? So again, you need to follow the order of adverbs MPFTP. So as you can see here, the adverb of manner, which is furiously, comes before the adverb of place, which is down the street. Do you understand? Alright, second one. Which one here is correct? A. She slowly to hear the conversation walks. B. She walks to hear the conversation slowly. Or letter C. She walks slowly to hear the conversation. What do you think is the correct answer? Alright, so the correct answer in this question is letter C. She walks slowly to hear the conversation. So again, you need to follow the rule of MPFTP. So the adverb of manner, which is slowly, comes before the adverb of purpose, which is to hear the conversation. Next, number 3. Which one is correct? A. I cried loudly in my room when my mother left. B. I cried in my room when my mother left loudly. Or letter C. I cried in my room loudly when my mother left. What do you think is the correct answer in this sentence? Alright, very good. So the correct answer is letter A. I cried loudly in my room when my mother left. So again, take note, that the adverb of manner comes before the adverb of place. So here, the adverb of manner is loudly, and in my room is the adverb of place. Next, number 4. So which one here is the correct? A. Post a picture on the wall of the missing person later. B. Post later the picture of the missing person on the wall. Or letter C. Post the picture of the missing person on the wall. What the wall later? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? Okay, very good. So the correct answer in this question is letter C. Post the picture of the missing person on the wall later. So again, so the adverb of place, which is on the wall, comes before the adverb of time, which is later. And last one, letter A. He gives me weekly money for my allowance. Letter B. He gives me money for my allowance weekly. Or letter C. He gives me money weekly for my allowance. What do you think is the correct sentence? Alright, very good. So the correct one is letter C. He gives me money weekly for my allowance. So again, you need to follow the order of adverb MPFTP. So the adverb of frequency, which is weekly, should come first before the adverb of purpose, which is for my allowance. Very good. So now, out of 5, how many correct answers you've got? Wow, that's great. So that's all for our discussion for today. And I hope that you learned something about the adverbs and the correct order of the adverbs. Again, this is Teacher Jireh from the Honors Tutorial Center. Goodbye and see you on our next video.